Hello, welcome to today's news on Nebo TV. My name is Agbaje Onome. First, I would like to thank all Nebo TV subscribers and supporters. And for those who haven't subscribed to this channel, please don't forget to click on the subscription button below and the notification bell to get updates from Nebo TV. Today in Nebo TV, we would like to talk on a very critical issue that is affecting Nigeria as a country, the issue of baby selling. It is not a very rampant thing in our society. People now sell children under the cover of operating orphanage homes, maternity clinics, baby factories.
Infant commodification are on the rise in many African countries. One avenue for human trafficking of this kind are baby factories, where women of childbearing age are forced into pregnancy for purposes of selling their children. This type of interment subjects the mother and the child to unspeakable trauma, violence, and abuse. The increase in adoption over the last 2 decades in Nigeria has had the negative effect of escalating the illegal breeding of babies for marketing purposes, otherwise known as infant commodification. This is done in locations called baby factories, where women are encouraged or forced to become pregnant and give up their newborn babies for sale.
I would like us to look at Lagos State, one of the most populated with people operating these illegal maternity clinics.
The oldest person there is 28, but majority of them are teenagers who are pregnant and being kept in those locations with the sole aim of them giving birth, and those who kept them there to sell the babies and make money out of it. We got 2 suspects arrested and we are still looking for one.
In 2019, Nigerian police discovered several illegal maternity clinics across the country, where young women are kidnapped and forcefully impregnated to produce babies for sale. Baby boys are sold for 500,000 naira, while girls are sold for 300,000 naira. There are several revelations of illegal maternity clinics across Nigeria, where young women are kidnapped and forcefully impregnated to produce babies for sale in the country. In 2019, Lagos State Police rescued 19 expectant mothers and 4 babies from a maternity facility in Lagos State. The clinic were linked with an illegal trade of selling infants to childless couples. The police said a majority of the women were brought to Lagos with promises of domestic work before being abducted and forced to have children for sale. On October 2019, Lagos State Police discovered another illegal maternity unit where captives were impregnated and forced to give babies for sale. Authorities discovered the compound in Isolo district after officers found out about 7 pregnant women and girls who fled the center for freedom. The women are said to be between age 13 and 27. According to the police investigation, about 13 others have fled other locations in the city. The Isolo home where the women were found was described as a detention center where young women are made pregnant to have babies for sale.
Telling the person that a man is 500, while woman is 350 or 300. Immediately I hear it, my mind caught. I say, so this is the world the woman take me to. I said, no, I will never do it. The woman went out. Immediately she come back. She called one of us to come and open the gate. The girl rush, open the gate. By then we don't plan them, we don't arrange our bag. So immediately they open the gate, we run out.
Moving forward to Rivers State. The Rivers State government have swung into action and have discovered a child trafficking facility holding more than 20 children and a number of teenagers. These teenagers are forced to conceive and give birth to children for sale.
In February 2020, Rivers State Police also raided a child trafficking facility holding at least 23 children and 4 pregnant teenagers. Officers arrested 3 people and rescued the children, who were aged between 1 and 4 years old. According to the police, the captors were running what is locally known as baby factory, where young women are held until they give birth and their babies are sold to other families. It was reported that some young women have allegedly been held against their will and raped, with their newborn babies sold on the black market. In most cases, this clinic pose as orphanage centers across the country.
Somebody directed me to Port Harcourt to go and deliver my baby there.
I was promised a amount of money.
How much?
50,000.
50,000?
Yes.
And they will take your baby?
Yes.
Furthermore is the eastern part of the country. In Imo State, the Imo government have detected 257 illegal maternity facilities in different locations of the state. Although some of these maternity clinics are registered under government bodies, but they still perpetrate these illegal acts. So painful that these children are sold for little amount as low as 50,000 to 200,000 naira. And the mothers are unkept and malnourished.
The discovery of this motherless home earlier in the year by the Imo State Police Command was an eye-opener to the many crimes perpetrated around here. Pregnant young girls aged between 16 and 20 are kept here for the sole purpose of producing babies.
In 2018, the Imo State government discovered 257 illegal baby factories in the state. The state government has also recovered a number of children. A fake doctor identified as James Ezuma, who has an NGO called Ezuma Women and Child Rights Protection Initiative. The federal government has approved NGO Motherless Babies Home in Owerri Metropolis, which is now considered as the epicenter of child trafficking, with a baby production home. Before the 65-year-old fake doctor was arrested, he claimed to have studied at the University of Jos, who offers humanitarian services, according to him, by rehabilitating the teenage girls while offering the children out for adoption, with a promise of good life and health care cover for the unborn child. These girls were convinced to give up their babies for money, sometimes as low as 50,000 naira to 200,000 naira. It was revealed that anyone who challenges his baby dealer's lucrative business suffered physical harm. His network of friends were believed to be in privileged positions of government, who ensures that he never suffered harassment by any group, and when he did, they made escape routes available to him. Before his arrest, 8 girls were confined in each of the 2 rooms where he operates, with neither ventilation nor permanent windows and doors. Conversation estimates indicates that Izuma's land in Owerri values at hundreds of millions of naira. The structures at various stages of completion in compounds are evaluated at over 20 million, which was gotten from the baby factory business. Another case was the 14 pregnant teenagers rescued by security operatives who stormed a building located at Umuguma in Owerri West local government of Imo State. This time around, it was recorded that the owner of the baby factory home was a member of the Cherubim and Seraphim Church, simply identified as Pastor Chinedu. In an investigation conducted, the villagers who spoke on the grounds of anonymity hinted that the pastor hired an uncompleted building in the community and quartered the pregnant girls in the unhealthy environment before he was arrested by the State Police Command. The Special Assistant to the Governor on Non-Governmental Organizations and Allied Matters, Simeon Umulu, states that the number of illegal homes in the state was worrisome. The government investigation on the 27 local government areas in the state found out that a lot of special homes were fake NGOs. Out of 272 special homes across the state, only 15 are genuine. Others are illegal orphanage used to practice illegal baby factories. Even though some of the NGOs are registered with the government, but their activities are not genuine. These illegal baby factories nurse pregnant young women until they give birth, and their babies are illegally sold for peanut money.
Also, it was discovered that aside Nigeria, some other African countries also indulge in this illegal act. A country like Ghana. It was discovered lately that some mothers in Ghana purposely give birth to children for the sake of selling them for as low as 25 Ghanaian cedis.
Now moving on to other African countries. In Ghana, it was reported that some parents give birth just for the purpose of selling the babies for as low as 25 Ghanaian cedis. According to the Minister of Gender, Children and Social Protection, Ms. Otiko Afisa Dijaba, the practice of deliberately giving birth to a large number of children just to sell them was gradually emerging in the country. Investigation had shown that some parents, especially those in the rural areas, engage in the practice of selling their babies for only 25 Ghanaian cedis. It was gathered that some parents at Senya Berku have a baby factory where they deliberately give birth to a lot of children just so they could sell them. This practice is rooted in poverty among certain populations of Ghanaians in the country. The Minister of Gender condemns the selling of babies by parents. Poverty is no excuse to sell a child off. That child is for Ghana, said the minister.
And now in Ethiopia. It is a very common act in Ethiopia for children to be adopted and declared orphans even when their birth parent is still alive. Some of them may even have siblings in the state. These children are adopted as orphans and taken to different countries of the world, for example, America.
Child trafficking is now a common phenomenon in Ethiopia, a situation where humanitarian adoptions has turned into a mini industry shot through with fraud. These children are adopted, or rather sold, and taken to different countries of the world. It was said that Americans adopt about 2,000 children annually from Ethiopia, and these children suffer from many domestic violence and sometimes are sent to their early graves. These children are adopted within the range of $46,000. It was also reported that most times, birth parents that were declared dead on adoption paperwork were sometimes alive, and additional siblings may even exist. The Ethiopian government found that some children's paperwork had been doctored to list children who had been relinquished by living parents as orphans. The thousands of Ethiopian children adopted by families in the US and Europe over the last decade will grow up one day, and they will learn about circumstances around adoption from Ethiopia in early years, and we want to find out the truth about their background. In the case of inter-country adoptions, most orphans were produced by unscrupulous middlemen who would persuade desperate, poor, uneducated, often illiterate villagers whose culture had no concept of permanently severing biological ties to send their children away, saying that wealthy Westerners would educate their children and send them home at age 18. Another fraud indicator was that roughly half of Ethiopia adoptions were coming from a single province. It was reported that thousands of Ethiopian children adopted by families in the US and Europe over the last decade will grow up one day and will learn about the circumstances around adoption from Ethiopia in earlier years, and we want to find out the truth about their background. A marital problem as a result of difficulty in childbearing is not a justifiable reason for illegal baby trafficking. Our society should be built on trust and decency, because we are Africans.
Alright, thank you very much for staying with Nebo TV on today's news. I really appreciate your efforts for watching. Don't forget, stay safe, stay blessed. Let's join hands together and make our society a better place. God bless you and God bless Nigeria.